Unpacking Dogen's Genjokoan. Episode 7, Enlightenment. First, what do we even mean by unpacking? We can define unpacking as the intense scrutiny of traditional Buddhist and Zen texts. A scrutiny that often breaks down the texts, sentence by sentence, term by term, and occasionally word by word. And why even unpack at all? Because not all of us have the opportunity to regularly engage with a living, breathing, enlightened teacher. Understanding that in the Zen tradition, it's this engagement that substitutes for the critical reading of the traditional texts. And so, for those who don't have the opportunity to regularly engage with a living teacher, there must be a return to the traditional texts as teacher. And with that return is the understanding that the texts are best approached as sequences of riddles, or perhaps as sequences of landmines. And these riddles must be reconciled, these landmines cleared, if we are to truly make progress. Let's begin. Consider the following text from Dogen's Genjokoan, a letter to a disciple. Enlightenment is like the moon reflected on the water. The moon does not get wet, nor is the water broken, although its light is wide and great. The moon is reflected even in a puddle an inch wide. The whole moon and the entire sky are reflected in dewdrops on the grass, or even in one drop of water. Enlightenment does not divide you, just as the moon does not break the water. You cannot hinder enlightenment, just as a drop of water does not crush the moon in the sky. The depth of the drop is the height of the moon. Each reflection, however long or short its duration, manifests the vastness of the dewdrop and realizes the limitlessness of the moonlight in the sky. And in aiding in the unpacking of this brief excerpt, we might consider a handful of questions. First, what does Dogen imply by saying the moon does not get wet and the water is not broken? Next, how should we understand the idea that the whole moon and the entire sky are reflected in a dewdrop? Why does Dogen stress that enlightenment does not divide you? What is the significance of the line? The depth of the drop is the height of the moon. And finally, how does the imagery of fleeting moments, such as reflections lasting only an instant, convey Dogen's teaching about the nature of enlightenment? And so we've gotten started on Dogen's Genjokoan. More to come.